Remember, oh, let's give you an example. Let's say that we're on a flea market, like I don't know what you call them, like where you go and you bargain for shit. And let's say you're like, hey, I'll buy those oranges from you right here. I'll sell them here at, I don't know, let's call this $55. And you sell so much, right? You sell a lot here, but you never actually deliver them. So as you sell them, this buyer's like, man, I really need to come back and buy those oranges. When I come back to see you again, I'm gonna buy more at that price. And this guy's like, okay, well, I'll sell more at that price when you come back to visit. So the sell side liquidity, people that were selling aggressively here, it was an aggressive sell-off. It was obviously overnight. And then what they did is like, okay, well, we can't fill that gap so fast now. We will drive back to this gap. We will fill this gap to make sure that the buy side and sell side liquidity equal. Because remember, there's no more shares I'm buying than selling. It's the same shares. If I'm selling and you're buying, that's how it works. 45 years ago, do you guys know how this worked? Does anyone have an idea? Maybe if Burnside's on, he did it.
By paper.
Okay,
They're
so
under trading.
Yeah, if you're trading, you would call your broker, right? And just think about it. There was no cancel orders. So if I put in I call my broker and I'm like, hey man, you're gonna put a sell order at 4 or 5 on SPY. Well, it might take him 24 hours to get the sell order. Then he has to match the orders, right? He has to find somebody who's willing to buy that short. And then it proceeds, and then you look to see if you're filled. And you don't even know if you can put a stop loss yet because you don't know if you're in the market. Right? And yet alone to cancel. You forget about canceling an order like 40 years ago. So now think about this. Computers are so fast, way too fast, dynamic shift. Well, these guys are like, okay, well, we added the futures trading. Now SPY gap down, and it's just proceeding more aggressive selling. More aggressive selling here, a quick accumulation on one day, and it looked like a reversal candle for pattern traders, and boom, they dumped it, made a lower low, not even a higher low here, all lower low, lower high,